Welcome back to Gimpversity. This is Clone Trooper 5, and today I want to show you a setup I've made for CCTV and Cache Room on Clubhouse. Okay, let's just do a quick overview of what the setup is, and then we'll go more in depth into each individual operator, and then we'll come back and do a more complete overview just so everybody can get a clear picture. So the 5 operators we're bringing is Bandit to trick the CCTV wall, Mira to use her black mirrors to help protect site, Wamai, who's going to be protecting garage and stopping people from throwing grenades through the CCTV window, Mute, who's going to be muting the CCTV wall as well as the garage wall, and he's also going to assist Wamai in protecting the garage as well as roaming on the first floor. And our last player is Capcan, who's going to be watching our red stairs Mira as well as roaming onto the first floor as needed at the request of Mute. Okay, so the first operator we're going to be looking at is Bandit. Bandit has a pretty straightforward job. First thing he's going to do is he's going to run over to red stairs and he's going to drop his barbed wire probably about halfway up the stairs and then one near the top. And this is just to make it so that people have a hard time coming up the stairs, and for our player on, we're going to have a player on red, and they will be able to help exploit that to get kills of anybody that tries to push up that direction. After that, he's going to go over and reinforce CCTV wall. This is where he's going to be hanging out for most of his time. If he wants, he can run over. Actually, he's probably the best suited to reinforcing this wall as well. So we'll have Bandit reinforce this wall in Cache Room. And that's just to make it harder for the attackers to get in. And then he's going to be hanging out in this default corner over here, doing his best to Bandit trick. We will also be having a mute jammer here, so that will be helping him out. He has to be aware of the CCTV window. This is primarily where he's going to get killed from. And then if they push up into garage, and our garage player gets taken out early or gets pinned or something, he can come over and help the garage player somewhat. And then later on, he also can help on to red as needed. And we're going to be having a deployable shield right here for him, at least in theory. Anyway, moving on. So the second operator we're going to use is Mira, and what Mira is going to do, she's going to come over to the top of red stairs over here, and she's going to put one of her black mirrors onto this wall right here, facing into Cache Room from the eastern stairs, or red stairs. And from here, the player on red, be it Mira or our Capcan, will be able to help stop anybody pushing into CCTV from relatively into Cache Room from relative safety, and then they'll also be able to stop people pushing up red stairs. Her other Mira is going to be going right onto this wall of Cache Room, facing into CCTV. And this Mira is going to have views onto our CCTV wall if they get it open. And the main thing it's going to be doing is containing anybody coming or fighting from the CCTV window. She'll also put a rotate here just for extra mobility around site. And that's where she's going to be hanging out. She does have to be careful of our our construction door. It's possible for attackers to come over here and get a pretty deep angle onto the Mira. They can't pop the Mira from that angle because of where the bomb is. But she does have to be aware of that. Might try boarding this up or not if she wants. If you bring the proximity sensors, you can put a proximity sensor out here in case they pop that. We will be having this wall reinforced. Mira can contribute to that if she wants to, as she has time. Then that's just to, again, help keep mostly her safe. Anyway, so that's what our Mira is going to be doing. Okay, next on the list we're going to look at Wamai. And what Wamai is going to be doing is he's going to start, and he's going to bring his deployable shield over here and deploy it in this doorway. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the doorway, it can just be somewhere in this area. And this is to give our bandit player a little bit of extra cover. And also it will work for either the bandit player or the red stairs player to help fight people coming from garage and from the CCTV window. After that, our Wamai is going to come over into the garage, and he's going to be primarily in charge of reinforcing our garage wall. And we're just doing this to make it harder to dislodge our garage players, because we're going to have 2 in here, and also, you know, just force the more choke points that the attackers have to come in. And we're also going to be muting these walls, and that's just to make sure that they have to commit if they want to come into the wall here. So anyway, once Wamai is done with that reinforcing, his main position is going to be on the balcony up here to stop people coming into the garage door. We're going to be having a rotate hole right here for him. That's going to be made from our cap can probably. And Wamai, the reason we're bringing Wamai is so that he can put his magnets around site somewhere to make sure Bandit stays alive from grenades getting chucked from the CCTV window. So he just has to put these somewhere. They can be pretty much anywhere he sees fit. And that's, again, to keep our Bandit alive from people coming in through CCTV window. And then after that, once he gets 2 or 3 there, he can keep the other ones for himself on balcony, and just to you know, make sure he doesn't get naded out either, because that's also valuable. Anyway, so that's our Wamai player. Okay, the next operator we're bringing is going to be Mute. And what Mute's going to be doing, first off, is he's going to come put a mute jammer onto the CCTV wall. This is obviously going to be getting reinforced. If he has a shotgun, he can blow some holes for sound purposes to help Bandit as he's tricking. And that's the primary purpose of his mute jammer as well, is just to help keep people out of this wall. In an ideal world, we'll keep them completely out of this wall, but at the very least, we'll make sure that it takes them a long time to get in. After that, he's going to come help reinforce the garage walls with Wamai. He can let Wamai do most of it. And he's going to be muting these reinforcements as well. And that's just to make sure if people want to come into garage, they're going to have to commit to it or come in through the choke point. And this is going to be where his primary position is helping Wamai contest the garage entry point. He can do that from down here and move around as he sees fit and is necessary. There's some good angles to hide behind. This motorbike in particular, where you can get some really good cover. And Mute is going to be our main semblance of a roamer, and before he gets too far, he should barricade this. I would like to have this barricaded. It's not necessary for him necessarily, but this is kind of up to Mute's decision, because this is going to be his territory, and I think this will give him a little bit of extra time if he's moving around here, so he doesn't just get flanked. The other thing that happens if he barricades this is Bandit can hear it from where he's sitting, so Bandit can warn people that if someone's coming in through garage storage, they might be coming up the stairs. For his 4th jammer, Mute can put it wherever he feels necessary. He can keep it. He can just put it on a doorway to somewhere to stop drones. I don't really care. Those first three are what I care about. So anyway, that's where Mute's going to be hanging out. Down here, he can roam up the stairs and get back onto site through our rotate hole, which is going to be here, if he needs to do his reinforcements there. And also for just extreme cases, he can come over to the oil pit and he can rotate out through basement, back up the stairs or all the way around and go up a completely different set of stairs for some deep flanks if he feels necessary. Well, rather if he feels that would be necessary for the situation. Perhaps they're pushing construction, so he runs all the way around and comes up the stairs behind him. Anyway, that's going to be our Mute. Okay, the last operator that we're going to bring and talk about is Capcan. And Capcan's big job is he's going to be making this rotate here above red stairs. And he's also going to be making our rotate onto our balcony here. If he has time, he can again help reinforce these walls. But hopefully Mira or Bandit will be able to get these ones. And once he's done with those rotates, he can go off and put his Capcan traps wherever he wants. Putting them onto the cash room and construction door here is fine. This one's less likely to be trafficked, but he can put it on that door. And this doorway from red stairs is a decent one. Other good places are the garage door and the doors just generally around garage. I do think putting one on the garage storage here is actually a pretty good idea as well. And once he's done there, he's going to be hanging out at the top of red stairs here, where Mira will have a black mirror for him to use, and he's going to be fighting people off of construction that are trying to get into cash room. And then he's also going to be watching red stairs for anybody pushing up. We will be having barbed wire here. Bandit should be putting barbed wire on the stairs, so our Capcan should be listening to that. And then if he hears someone coming up the stairs, just swing on them real fast and make sure they're dead. He can also peek over the railing, or even jump over if he wants to get real frisky. So yeah, once that barbed wire starts going off, just make sure they don't have a very good time. Anyway, that's going to be our Capcan. Let's go back into the overview and just quickly sum up everything again. First up, we're going to have Bandit, and he's going to be tricking the CCTV wall. He's going to put the 2 reinforcements down on the CCTV wall, and then he's also going to run over to red stairs and drop his barbed wires on the stairs, one about halfway up and one near the top, just to make sure people can't rush up the stairs and to help our player on red defend red stairs. After Bandit, we have Mira, and Mira is going to put down her black mirrors between the sites looking into CCTV from cash room, and then her other one is going to be looking from red stairs into cash room. And then she's going to be hanging out on site. She's also going to be making this rotate between cash room and CCTV. After Mira, we're going to move on to Wamai. And Wamai, he's going to start by putting his shield down at the in the red hall by Bandit to help protect Bandit from grenades and such coming through the drone hole. And then he's going to move down, and he's going to primarily be in charge of reinforcing these garage walls. And Mute, or our other garage player, can help him if he has time. And he does have to be back up onto the balcony before the round starts so he can stop people coming in garage. And then he is also going to be able to support onto site as needed. And the other main thing he's going to be doing is putting magnets down around CCTV to stop people from throwing grenades from the CCTV window and killing Bandit, and Mira for that matter. And moving on, we're going to have Mute. And what he's going to be doing is first he's going to give a mute jammer to Bandit on the CCTV wall, just to make it more difficult for them to breach that wall. And then he's going to be putting his mute jammers on the garage wall to force the attackers to commit to opening that wall if they want to get in to dislodge Mute. And his fourth jammer he can use as he sees fit to either deny drones or possibly to put it on construction wall. And he's going to be playing at the bottom of garage primarily, assisting Wamai and keeping people out of garage. He can also rotate up and over up the red stairs as needed, and he can go down into the basement to do longer deep roams if he feels like he wants to go and flank around to the back of construction or something like that. So he's going to be important over there in garage. And our last player is going to be our Capcan, and we have him stationed at the top of red. He's going to be making our rotate holes into the garage and then the one at the top of red. He's also going to be reinforcing our construction wall, and then he's going to be putting his Capcan traps around as he sees fit. Good sites are construction, the door to construction from cash room, and also downstairs. He can do the garage storage door and the garage entrance door, and just generally around site. So that will be our quick overview. Thank you for watching, and Clone Trooper 5 signing off.